Ever wondered what supplements a vegan needs? It's a question we frequently encounter, especially with the rise of veganism. We all know the importance of a well-rounded diet, but sometimes even the most carefully planned meals can leave some nutritional gaps. This is where supplements come into play. They're not a replacement for wholesome foods, but rather a safety net, ensuring we get all the nutrients our bodies need to thrive. For vegans, this can be even more crucial. The absence of animal products in the diet can lead to certain nutrients being less available. This doesn't mean a vegan diet is deficient or unhealthy. Far from it. It simply means that, like everyone else, vegans need to be mindful of their nutritional intake. So what are the most essential supplements for a vegan? How can they help ensure optimal health? In this video, we will explore the most essential supplements for vegans and their importance. But first, what exactly does being a vegan mean? Let's break it down. Veganism is a lifestyle choice dedicated to reducing harm and promoting compassion towards all living beings. At its core, it involves shunning the use of animal products in all forms. This includes not just food, but also clothing, cosmetics, and any other items that involve animal exploitation. Now, you might be wondering, why would someone choose to live this way? Well, there are several motivations that drive people towards veganism. Health, environment, and animal rights often top the list. Starting with health, many people switch to a vegan diet to boost their well-being. Plant-based foods are naturally low in saturated fat, high in fiber, and packed with antioxidants, helping to address a variety of health issues, from heart disease to diabetes. Some studies even suggest that a vegan diet can help in weight management and longevity. The environmental impact of our food choices is another major consideration. Animal agriculture contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. By choosing a plant-based diet, we can drastically reduce our carbon footprint and contribute to the sustainability of our planet. Finally, but by no means least, is the issue of animal rights. The industrialized farming systems often involve practices that are cruel and inhumane. Vegans believe that animals, like humans, have the right to live free from suffering and exploitation. By choosing veganism, they take a stand against these practices, promoting a more compassionate world. But let's be clear, veganism is not about perfection. It's about making choices that align with our values and doing the best we can to cause the least harm. It's a journey, not a destination, and every step we take towards reducing our reliance on animal products is a step in the right direction. Now that we understand veganism, let's delve into the necessary supplements. The first supplement on our list is vitamin B12. Now you might be thinking, what's so special about this one? Well, let's dive into it. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, plays a vital role in our bodies. It is a key player in the production of our DNA and red blood cells, and it also keeps our nerve cells happy and healthy. Without it, our bodies wouldn't function as well as they should, and we could face a whole host of issues, including fatigue, weakness, and even nerve damage. Now, here's the kicker. Vitamin B12 is primarily found in animal products. That's right, meat, dairy, eggs. These are the typical go-to sources for this nutrient. And while some might say that you can get B12 from plant-based sources like seaweed or fermented soy, the reality is that these sources often contain a form of B12 that our bodies can't readily use. In other words, if you're solely relying on plant-based foods for your nutrients, getting enough B12 can be a bit of a challenge. And this isn't a nutrient we can afford to skimp on. Even a mild deficiency can lead to some pretty unpleasant symptoms like fatigue, depression, and poor memory, while a severe deficiency can cause irreversible damage to the brain and nervous system. So how can we ensure we're getting enough of this vital nutrient? Well, fortified foods are one option. You can find plant-based milks, breakfast cereals, and even some types of yeast that have been fortified with B12. But even with these options, it's still quite tricky to get enough B12 from diet alone. And this is where supplementation comes into play. A B12 supplement can help fill in the gaps and ensure you're getting the amount your body needs. They come in various forms like tablets, sprays, and even injections, so you can choose the one that suits you best. Remember, our bodies are complex machines, and they need a wide range of nutrients to function optimally. Ensuring we get enough B12 is just one piece of the puzzle. That's why B12 supplementation is often recommended for vegans. Next up, omega-3 fatty acids. These little gems are more than just a tongue twister. They are essential fats that play a critical role in our body's functioning. Now, you might be thinking, but wait, isn't fat supposed to be bad for us? Well, not all fats are created equal, and omega-3s are a prime example of the good guys in the fat world. Why are they so important, you ask? For starters, they're crucial for optimal brain function. Imagine your brain as a high-powered engine, and omega-3s are the high-quality fuel that keeps it running smoothly. They support memory, mental performance, and even have mood-boosting properties. But that's not all. Omega-3s are also heart heroes. They help maintain a healthy heart by reducing inflammation, regulating heartbeat, and lowering blood pressure. They're like your heart's personal bodyguards, protecting it from potential threats. Now, you might be wondering where to get these amazing omega-3s if you're following a vegan lifestyle. After all, they're most commonly found in fish, right? Well, not to worry, nature has got you covered. Flax seeds and chia seeds are fantastic plant-based sources of omega-3s. Just sprinkle them on your meals for an easy omega-3 boost. But what if you're not a fan of flax seeds or chia seeds? No problem at all. There are also omega-3 supplements available that are derived from algae, the original source of these fatty acids in the ocean food chain. So they're totally vegan-friendly. Supplementing with omega-3s can be a smart move, especially if your diet isn't providing enough of them. Just remember, as with any supplement, to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any new regimen. Remember, omega-3s are crucial for your overall health, and a supplement can help ensure you're getting enough. So whether you're sprinkling flax seeds on your morning oatmeal or popping an algae-based supplement, you're doing your body a huge favor by feeding it these essential fats. Iron is another essential supplement for vegans. Now, why is that, you might wonder? Well, let's dive a bit deeper into this fascinating element. Iron plays a crucial role in our bodies. It's a key part of hemoglobin, the substance in red blood cells that carries oxygen from our lungs to the rest of our body. If you're low on iron, your body can't produce enough healthy oxygen-carrying red blood cells, leading to a condition known as anemia. This can result in fatigue, weakness, and a compromised immune system. But here's where it gets a bit tricky. There are two types of iron, heme and non-heme. Heme iron is found in animal foods like meat, while non-heme iron is found in plant foods. The body absorbs heme iron more efficiently than non-heme iron, which is why those following a plant-based diet might need to be a bit more attentive to their iron intake. Now, this doesn't mean that vegans are destined to be deficient in iron. Far from it. Plenty of plant-based foods are rich in this essential mineral. Foods like lentils, chickpeas, tofu, quinoa, and spinach are all fantastic sources of iron. Even so, it's important to be aware that the iron from these sources is absorbed less efficiently by our bodies. One way to improve the absorption of non-heme iron is to consume it with vitamin C. So, consider pairing your iron-rich foods with a glass of orange juice or a bowl of strawberries. Despite these strategies, some vegans may still find it challenging to meet their iron needs through diet alone. This is where an iron supplement can come in handy. It can help to fill in the gaps and ensure that you're getting the optimal amount of iron that your body needs to function at its best. While plant-based foods do contain iron, a supplement can help ensure optimal levels. So don't overlook this essential mineral in your diet. Your body will thank you for it. Let's not forget about vitamin D, a nutrient that plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of our bodies. Known as the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D is a unique nutrient that our bodies can synthesize when our skin is exposed to sunlight. Now, why is vitamin D important? Well, for starters, it's essential for bone health. It helps our bodies absorb calcium and phosphorus from the food we eat, which are vital minerals for bone strength and growth. Without adequate vitamin D, we run the risk of developing bone diseases such as osteoporosis or rickets. But it's not just about bones. Vitamin D also plays a significant role in our immune function. It helps regulate the immune system and can protect us from infections and diseases. Some studies even suggest that adequate vitamin D levels might reduce the risk of certain types of cancer. So we know that vitamin D is important, but where can we get it? The most natural way is through sunlight exposure. When our skin is exposed to the sun, it triggers the production of vitamin D in our bodies. However, this isn't always a reliable source. Factors like the time of year, geographic location, and skin type can all affect how much vitamin D we produce. This is where supplementation comes in. For those living in less sunny climates or during the winter months when sunlight is scarce, getting enough vitamin D can be a challenge. And it's worth noting that while some foods do contain vitamin D, they are usually animal-based, making them unsuitable for vegans. And that's why a vitamin D supplement can be a good addition to a vegan's diet. It ensures you're getting a consistent amount of this essential nutrient, regardless of the weather or your geographical location. Remember, a healthy body is a happy body, and vitamin D is just one piece of that puzzle. So a vitamin D supplement can be a good addition to a vegan's diet. Last but not least, calcium. Now let's navigate the realm of calcium, a mineral known for its role in building and maintaining strong bones. But did you know it's also essential for our heart, muscles, and nerves to function properly? That's right, calcium is a multitasker just like us. For vegans, ensuring an adequate intake of calcium can be somewhat challenging. Why? Well, some of the richest sources of calcium are dairy products, which, as we know, are not on the menu for vegans. However, this doesn't mean that vegans are destined for a calcium-deficient fate. With a bit of knowledge and planning, it's entirely possible to meet your calcium needs on a vegan diet. So how can vegans get their calcium? There are plenty of plant-based foods that are rich in calcium. Some of these include kale, broccoli, bok choy, fortified plant milks, and calcium-set tofu. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? But here's the twist. Our bodies don't absorb calcium from plant sources, as well as they do from animal sources. This means that even if you're eating a diet rich in plant-based calcium, you might still not be getting enough. Here's where calcium supplements step in. They can help ensure that you're getting the right amount of calcium your body needs to stay strong and healthy. However, it's important to remember that more isn't always better when it comes to calcium. Taking too much can lead to health problems like kidney stones, so it's essential to stick to the recommended daily intake. In conclusion, calcium plays a crucial role in our bodies, and it's important for vegans to ensure they're getting enough. Whether it's through a diet rich in plant-based calcium or through supplementation, maintaining an adequate calcium intake is a key part of a healthy vegan lifestyle. A calcium supplement can help support strong bones and overall health. Supplements are helpful, but they're not a substitute for a balanced diet. This statement rings true across all dietary preferences and lifestyles. No matter how we choose to nourish our bodies, the key to optimal health lies in the balance and diversity of our food intake. Think of your body as a complex machine. It requires various types of fuel to function at its best, and while supplements can provide some of this fuel, they can't deliver the broad spectrum of nutrients that whole foods can. Just like a rainbow, the more colors we incorporate into our meals, the more diverse the nutrients we consume. Whole foods such as fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes are packed with essential vitamins, minerals, and fibers, all of which work in harmony to keep our bodies healthy. They offer a symphony of nutrients, each playing a unique role, yet all working together to create a beautiful health melody. Supplements, on the other hand, are more like solo artists. They're excellent at delivering one or two key nutrients, but they can't provide the full spectrum of nutrition that whole foods can. In essence, supplements serve to fill in the gaps to ensure we're getting all the nutrients we need, especially those that might be challenging to obtain from diet alone. But remember, the goal is not to rely solely on supplements. Instead, we should strive to create a diet that's as nutrient-dense and diverse as possible. This means eating a variety of fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes, and using supplements as a safety net to catch any nutrients that might slip through the cracks. In the context of veganism, this is particularly important. While a well-planned vegan diet can provide all the nutrients we need, there are certain nutrients like vitamin B12 and omega-3 fatty acids that are harder to get from plant-based foods. In such cases, supplements can play a crucial role. Remember, supplements are a tool, not a crutch. They can help ensure optimal health, but they don't replace real whole foods. So, let's strive for a rainbow on our plates and use supplements wisely to achieve the best of health. In conclusion, vegan or not, it's important to be mindful of your nutrient intake. Let's take a moment to recap the key points we've discussed in this video. Vitamin B12, an essential nutrient for nerve function and the production of red blood cells, is predominantly found in animal products. Hence, vegans may need to consider a B12 supplement. Omega-3 fatty acids, crucial for brain health, can be sourced from algae-based supplements. Iron, a key player in oxygen transportation, can be supplemented, but absorption can be enhanced by pairing it with vitamin C-rich foods. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, is necessary for bone health and immune function, and can be challenging to get from food alone, especially in colder climates. Lastly, calcium, vital for strong bones and teeth, can be supplemented if dietary intake is low. Remember, everyone's dietary needs are unique. Consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen. Until next time, subscribe for more health and wellness tips.